you are seeing. In fact, the more you try, the more I fly. The archers. Some people are grieved at your progress. Some people are angry with your progress. And they shot at him. We are reading Bible. I hated him. And for some people, that's the end of their life. Everything will scatter. But for Joseph, and for somebody this morning, your story will be greater than that of Joseph. Your testimony will be greater than that of Joseph. They hated him. I went to preach in a place one day. After preaching, corpers meeting. As I was preaching, those corpers stood up and they folded their hand like this. And they wouldn't sit down. I said, sit down. They said, no. And then some other people stood up. So I said, no, I can't preach this type of message. Sit down. And one of them refused to sit down. And then he walked to their president and said, is this inside service? So we have not finished. He said, is this man in town? So I answered, I said, yes. He said, why have you not bringing this type of people to the fellowship? You are bringing when we are passing out. I said, my message, they scratch some people. And then their leaders came here and said, some pastors told them that they should not invite some of us to preach. Pastors. So people can hate you. You don't need to hate somebody before they they hate you. But look at Joseph. Two young men, they are in the first service. They are not here. They've gone. One came to the office. They said, if you are looking for a church, don't come to this church. I said, what is the reason why they say you should not come to our church? He said, that's why we want to come and find out why they say we should not come to this church. And then he came. That day we were preaching. I was talking about the spirit, the soul, the body. Illustration. He sat like this. He didn't return to the church. They lost the two of them. They are here now. He said, you people preach the whole thing. He said, our church, they just teach us prayer. I said, we also teach prayer here. He said, it's here for the first time that the spirit also needs the body. So you don't become spiritually alive and then you become an intellectual dummy. You are speaking in tongues and you can't pass the exam. I don't understand. So he came into the service. We are teaching about the body from 1 Thessalonians 5:23. The Paul said, till I come, give attention. Till I come, give attention to the spirit, the soul. Do you know how many pastors have collapsed on this altar who never gave attention to their body? The body is telling them, giving sign. They are saying, no. Body. One of our friends that died, before he died, while he was preaching, he was shivering. There, he was praying. He was shivering. He was shaking. He was shivering. He couldn't finish the message. He sat down. Where he sat down, he was still feeling pain. He now said he need to go to hospital. A very good friend of mine, at the hospital, he died. Why? Didn't give attention to this body. This body needs prayer. God didn't make us as spirit. If he's spirit, I won't be here this morning. You just see this microphone moving, my spirit will be moving it. But the spirit need body. And then the soul need to be trained how to read and write. And that's what is angering some people. That why are you teaching about spirit, soul in the body? I say many people have died. It's not a sin to go to the hospital and check what is wrong with your body, so you know how to pay attention to it, whether it's prayer it needs or it's not prayer. They brought a woman for prayer one time for me. I said, go to the hospital. She said, no, I believe God will heal you. I said, I believe even more that God will heal you than you believe, but go to the hospital. He said, no. They sent the woman. They told her, you have breast cancer, remove one breast. He said, no. I said, madam, you are at the final stage of cancer. Remove one breast. We can buy you breast from the market and put there. He said, I thought you would pray for me. I said, but they have prayed for you. She didn't take my cancer. She went to another man of God. They prayed. From there, he prayed. Went to Lagos. Even went to synagogue. Pray. The woman is dead now. The cancer spread to the second breast and spread to a point they couldn't rescue, and he died. Excuse me. Take care of your body. If there are sickness in your body, go and do something about it. The young preacher that died some years ago, a son of one of the fastest growing church in Nigeria now, before he went to preach that day, he said he was having a pain in his heart like this. He will stop, and it's on the very fat side. Then he went to kick car refused to start. He says the devil that is blocking the car. Look for another car. He's feeling pain like this in his heart. He still went like that to go and preach. He's dead now. Medicine and faith, they are not enemies. When your faith cannot carry it, even in hospital they will write it. Doctors cure. Abi, how do people say it? Mr. Odibo? Doctor treat, God heal. Even doctors know that it still lies with God. Don't try to use your faith, you that you are sitting down there with the man that is preaching. You are not on the same stand. Wait until you grow to that place. You know how many people died those days in CAC? They don't go to hospital, they don't go to any, until they discover that those Baba had paracetamol under their pillow. In the night they were swallowing drugs. God is not against it. I told the woman, he said, I'm going to maternity. I said, are you mad? Go to Woodwood. He said, our church has Matan. I said, Matan what? But I can't go to Woodwood. I had to call the doctor. I said, attend to this woman. Attend to her and talk to her. She has some mental problem. People have just died like that. Give attention to your spirit. Give attention to your body. Give attention to your mind. That's if God wanted you spirit, He will make you only spirit. He won't make you as a body. And if God wanted you as spirit, spirit alone would have, Jesus would not